The 2014 Jaguar Lightweight E-Type. 2 years after unveiling the E-Type, built between 1961 and 1975, and known as one of the most beautiful vehicles ever designed, the folks at Jaguar rolled out a lighter version of the model specifically developed for racing. Dubbed E-Type Lightweight, it featured an all-aluminum body and engine block, and had most of its interior trim removed, making it 250 pounds lighter than the standard E-Type. Only 12 units of this track-purpose vehicles were built, although Jaguar's initial plan was to conceive 18 of them. Believe it or not, the Brits have just decided to make use of the remaining designated chassis numbers and construct 6 more lightweight E-Types exactly 50 years after the final original example left the factory. The mission of recreating these race cars to their original specifications based on already designated chassis numbers had fallen into the hands of Jaguar Land Rover's Special Vehicle Operations, the same performance arm that developed the F-Type Project 7 and the Range Rover Sport SVR. An authentic blast from the past, the lightweight E-Type comes with everything the classic racer had to offer, including an aluminum block, straight-six engine and a stripped-out interior. And if you think the new, lightweight E-Type is nothing more than a museum piece, you'd better think again. The sports cars have been built to FIA's homologation requirements for historic racing, meaning we should be seeing them in action during events such as the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Update the 12th of August 2014, just as suspected after Jaguar Land Rover revealed the Range Rover SVR ahead of its Pebble Beach debut, JLR has chosen to also reveal the much-anticipated, new, lightweight E-Type prototype, dubbed Car Zero, ahead of its Pebble Beach debut. Check out all of the details after the jump. Click past the jump to read more about the 2014 Jaguar Lightweight E-Type. Exterior. Built to the same specifications used in 1963, the new, lightweight E-Type is identical to the original race car. Built to the same specifications used in 1963, the new, lightweight E-Type is identical to the original race car. Each and every detail has been replicated accordingly, including the riveted and welded aluminum construction. That's right, although today's technology would have enabled Jag to build a body shell out of high-strength aluminum alloys, using modern techniques, the Brits decided not to do so. The reasoning is quite simple, as a lightweight E-Type wouldn't have been a true blue E-Type without its visible rivets and bonded structures. What's more, changing the construction process would have meant the vehicles would have not conformed to the FIA's homologation requirements for historic racing. Since these cars are sold as period competition vehicles, all specifications had to remain authentic, as developed in the early 1960s. Thus the entire body is made of aluminum, including the doors, hood, trunk lid and even the hard top. The vehicle's gorgeous, sculpted lines have remained true to the original, including details such as the 21 louver bonnet air inlets, the aluminum, quick-release fuel cap, and the release handles for the long engine hood. Each of the 6 vehicles is hand-built by highly skilled craftsmen at the company's facility at Browns Lane with help from Jaguar Heritage, part of Jaguar Land Rover's Special Vehicle Operations Division. Although Jag remained faithful to the lightweight's classic building technique, the body shell was crafted using state-of-the-art scanning technology and digital mapping. About 75% of the body panels were made in-house, with the remainder of the structure being supplied by external specialists based on Jaguar's own tooling. Although the prototype pictures here is finished in silver metallic, customers can opt between 6 heritage colors offered by the Brits. The lightweight E-Type palette includes carmine red, opalescent gray metallic, silver metallic, opalescent blue metallic, and the iconic Old English white and British racing green. However, buyers also have access to various color and trims alternatives. Interior. The cabin comes with aluminum bucket seats with padded cushions and 5-point seat belts, aluminum gear knob and hand brake, and machined metal toggle and push-button starter. Although much of the prototype's interior has been left unpainted to emphasize the car's aluminum bodywork, the cockpit's resemblance to the original lightweight E-Types is more than obvious. Essentially a stripped-out standard E-Type fitted with various race-spec parts, the cabin comes with aluminum bucket seats with padded cushions and 5-point seat belts, aluminum gear knob and hand brake, and machined metal toggle and push-button starter. The 3-spoke wood-rimmed steering wheel is borrowed from the road-going car, as is the black instrument panel with standard glove box. The regular glass house has been replaced with a clear laminated windshield and perspex side windows and rear screen. Just like the original car, the new, lightweight E-Types come with a fire extinguisher mounted in front of the passenger seat and a black power-coated roll cage built to FIA standards for historic motorsport purposes. Drivetrain. To make these 6 remaining E-Types as similar to the original as possible, Jaguar actually manufactured 6 new 6-cylinder XK engines that mirror the original powerplants. To make these 6 remaining E-Types as similar to the original as possible, Jaguar actually manufactured 6 new 6-cylinder XK engines that mirror the original powerplants. These 3,868cc, straight 6 engines feature an aluminum block, a wide-angle cylinder head and a dry sump oiling system. Customers have the choice of going with a trio of Weber 45D CO3 carburetors or Lucas mechanical fuel injectors. The carbs are the standard setup, whereas the fuel injectors are an at-cost option. This prototype features the mechanical fuel injectors. Regardless of the fuel delivery system, the new, lightweight E-Types and this prototype deliver 340 horsepower at 6,500 revolutions per minute and 280 pound-feet of twist at 4,500 revs. A lightweight flywheel links this retro engine to a single plate clutch that transfers the power through a close ratio, 4-speed transmission before delivering the goods to the rear wheels through a limited slip, power-loc rear diff. There are various final drive ratios available, but the standard setup is a 3.31:1 ratio. Suspension and braking. The suspension setup is a twin wishbone up front and an independent, wide-based wishbone out back that was specific to racing in the E-Types racing era. The braking duties are carried out by 12.25-inch rotors up front, 11.25-inch rotors out back, and the 15-inch wheels are 7 inches wide up front and 8 inches wide out back. Prices. Pricing has yet to be revealed, but Jaguar says the 6 units of the new, lightweight E-Type will be sold to established Jaguar collectors that already own historic race cars wearing the company's logo. There's no word as to how they will be selected. Competitors. Eagle E-Type Lightweight Speedster. Although automakers such as Caterham and Morgan are known for building vehicles that still resemble their vintage ancestors, none of these companies benefit from Jaguar's rich racing heritage. Thus none of these companies have any race-spec vehicle linked to a similar, historic achievement in their lineup, basically leaving us with no real competitor for this section. However, E-Type enthusiasts that can't afford or gain access to a brand new lightweight coupe can take it to Eagle, a small British venture that's been busy building and selling E-Type tribute cars. Weighing only 2,200 pounds, Eagle's lightweight speedster bears a close resemblance to the original car, while packing modern technology and a more powerful engine. The unit of choice is an aluminum, 4.7-liter, inline-6 that generates 310 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. That's nearly 50 ponies more than the original E-Type, who would later lose some its output due to emission regulations. The powerplant is mated to an aluminum 5-speed gearbox, allowing it to push the Roadster from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds, as quick as a modern XKR. Jaguar E-Type. Conclusion. Following the introduction of the F-Type Project 7 and the Range Rover Sport SVR, Jaguar's newly founded Special Vehicle Operations Division has embarked on its most ambitious project yet. It may seem like building an old vehicle to dated standards is easy, but it's not. Mainly because we're talking about a race car that needs to come alive in its original shape and pass a number of tests with FIA. Although less than a year old, JLR's Special Vehicle Operations Division has matured into a full-time, high-performance arm, developing not only beefed-up versions of existing vehicles, but building continuation cars too. SVO is already unique. As for the new, lightweight E-Type itself, also a premiere in the industry as far as using 50-year-old designated chassis numbers, it's a clever way of making use of one's racing heritage. All we can hope is these expensive, race-bred beauties hit the track and don't spend their entire life in collectors' garages. Love It revives an iconic race car built to original specifications eligible for historic racing, still gorgeous. Leave it sold only to carefully selected Jaguar collectors. Very, very expensive, not suitable for everyday use.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.